prices are. So here we are in front of the big takoyaki stand. One of the most reasonable prices in Tokyo. And we're gonna try a sixer, which is 300 yen. Yeah, 6個お願いします。ありがとうございます。Wow. Wow. All right, now where do you eat this here? All right, let me take it to the main street. So there's it's kind of crowded. There really aren't a lot of places to eat here. This, what you just saw, was the old takoyaki, the dai takoyaki. I'm not sure how you would say that. I think it's maybe the big or gigantic takoyaki stand. It's been here for decades. I first covered this in the year 2009 with Tokyo Eye, a program on NHK World, and it hasn't changed at all. Check it out. This is the stand, and I'm every time I come to Amayoko, it's like a must-visit stand. I think it's the same. He's been here for at least the last 10 years. I can't remember. So it makes me think that this is possibly just an old family business. The building sure is old that it's in. This is Okachimachi Station between Ueno and Okachimachi. This is Amayoko. If you don't know what this is, then you haven't been watching the videos. This may be the best street market in the city of Tokyo. It has to be. It certainly is one of the cheapest here. There she is making the takoyaki, and you can see from a distance if you're just joining us here. These takoyaki are bigger than other takoyaki. And I can't eat it there and talk. So I'm gonna take you now to a park that's just, I don't know, a couple hundred meters down the street, and then we're gonna get a chance to sit down and enjoy it, because these takoyaki balls are really burning into my hand. It is so hot. Wow. Takoyaki could also be named the most dangerous Japanese dish. A lot of you might think it's fugu. Actually, it might even be mochi. because that kills thousands of people, like more like a dozen every year. Usually people that are over the age of 65 who don't chew their food enough will choke on that, and you know. So this one is dangerous because it's just so darn hot. And I can't remember a time where I didn't burn my mouth. So I've learned my lesson. I'm giving it some time to cool while you enjoy takoyaki floating through the city of Tokyo in Amayoko Market. Here's the sign. Oh my gosh. I know you know where I am. I saw a couple of people ask me, where are you? Now you know. Obviously, I come here often, and today I'm here just getting some stuff for our Daimyo supporters on Patreon. There's a couple of new Kit Kat flavors. There's like some Christmas confections that just came out. And Amayoko, that Ame stands for, well, many people say America, because this is the black market after World War II where a lot of American products were on sale, like Zippos and Army Navy stuff. But Ame also means candy in Japanese, and it could be because of the candy stores that are all over the place. And there's a lot of really good confections that are cheap. Well, not cheap, but they just sell it, and they're like wholesalers here. So, oh my gosh, this is like burning in my hands. Let's get to this park real fast. Last time I think I was in this park was 1 year ago when I live streamed the Kentucky Fried Chicken Christmas bucket, which, by the way,今ライブ配信中、たこ焼き食べて帰る。元気？帰る。あ、そうですか。注射もらった？注射した。ああ、はい。じゃあ後でね。はい。Oh, that was Kanai's dad. Wow. That was Kanai's dad, my father-in-law. What? That was pretty cool. Like, I wanted to talk more, but we're on a live stream, so it's like, yeah, I'm in the middle of a job. Ooh. This is a small town, very small town, Amayoko, Kachimachi area. It feels like that. All right, here's the park with absolutely no benches to sit on. I forgot about that. We'll make do. I always find a way. All right, all I know is that it's a much bigger location to stream from, so I don't have to worry about social distancing. All right, let's go over here by the panda bears. I'm not gonna give my father-in-law a "you found me" card. He finds me all the time. Really? Who wrote that? That's funny. All right, Ueno Park is not too far away from here, and it's famous for these characters, the panda bears. And we're gonna enjoy some takoyaki together. What do you think, guys? I think they said yes. All right, let me get the tripod out here. Yeah, you know, it really is a small world. Hey, Griswold's in the house. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put this here. I think it's sanitary enough. Look at I think they're on a very strict diet of bamboo. I'm not sure if they'll eat. My gut says that they won't be eating any of these. All right. This is called the squat and eat. This is called the squat and eat. It's very popular amongst the youth of Japan. They'll squat together and eat. This is also the position that people in the Showa era would use the restroom. Ah, you know what? Ah. I refuse to get sick if I can help it before Christmas. I just refuse to. but I'm not gonna stay in my house and hide. All right, here we go. Now, takoyaki is notorious for burning your mouth. It is obviously the hottest, and for John, the most dangerous food, but inside of it is a succulent piece of octopus, which, I don't know. I say succulent because they suck, literally. And the best way to eat these is to open it up and let the steam come out a little bit and then cool down naturally. You can go ahead and burn your mouth, but I've lost so much skin. I've lost so much skin on the roof of my mouth that... oh yeah, that's hot. Is Brandania here? Hey! Aloha. Welcome, thanks for making it. Oh man. This is a great spot too because in the background you can hear the wonderful jingles of the Yamanote line at Okachimachi going through to Ueno. Oh. Ah. That is what I'm talking about. I dropped the taco here. Hold on. That is what I'm talking about. Ah. Perfect temperature. Been cooling for about 10 minutes. Perfect. I didn't burn my mouth. This might be the first live stream where I didn't burn my mouth on takoyaki. And that's incredible. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I cannot tell you. It's cheap. I don't even know how they do the prices and stay in business. It's got to be based on volume, but it really does attract a lot of people to Amayoko just to get takoyaki. Now, the chains are really good. Gindako, that's a really good chain. You can get really unique takoyaki, but nothing beats the original, which is basically octopus tentacle or a piece of octopus inside of a dough ball that's been turned on this circular grill, usually gas powered, by the way, because it cooks so much faster. And you top that with the takoyaki sauce, mayonnaise, katsuo, which is a bonito fish flakes, and then some nori seaweed on top. I think the nori might come first, and then the katsuo bushi, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It's all going in the same place. It's an incredible price, and in the days of inflation, I don't think they're gonna ever raise the price. I don't know. Oh man, it's so good. So for Thanksgiving, we went to an Italian food truck, and we had these very generous cuts of chicken and pork steaks. It was really good. Mashed potatoes. It had gravy on it. Thanksgiving isn't so much about food as just being thankful for what you have. And yeah, we were thankful because it was really good. So, all right, so this morning I got in touch with YouTube, and I'm trying to figure out if we can make these streams better using natively the YouTube app. I know it's not ideal, and a lot of you guys are telling me to switch platforms or do something different. I know that you need to have more than one band now in order to get a very consistent signal. We usually don't have drops, but I recognize that YouTube is not using HEVC, which is the MP5, I think it is, MPEG 5 version. It's a more efficient use of the bandwidth, meaning you can get like HD size for SD bandwidth. So unfortunately, YouTube app is not using that I believe, and I'm seeing what we can do to maybe get that next year. Because I recognize there are other people that are doing it in HD size, but I always thought that the size of the video doesn't matter as much. Yeah, H.265. As a story that you're telling and the adventures that you're having, as long as you can see. And 720p is not that much better than 1080p if the bandwidth is falling apart. 4K is pretty incredible. But with that said, I do feel it's like time to improve. I don't want to be an IRL, all right, which is in real live streamer. That's not what I do. I look for stories, and my hope is that, and this is why the quality needs to improve. My hope is that you still watch these videos even if you don't make it live, and they have value to you to watch these videos even if it's not live. Whereas IRL streams are only valuable if they're live or if something violent happens or interesting happens, you know? I'm not an IRL streamer, but I recognize that watching those live streams, the quality is so much better, so I need to improve that. And I want to say thank you to all of you, and I'm very thankful for that. For a while, a lot of you have been pushing me, and I'm making that leap as soon as I possibly can. And thank you to Peso, because we've been talking behind the scenes too. Oh, wow. Ah. Whoa, they saved money. This is like bamboo. Okay. That's enough talking about that. Technical issues. If you're talking about technical issues, you're not talking about Japan. That was really good. All right, you know what? These bears could eat the bamboo leaves that this is on, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. What we're going to do is take you back, because I know that a lot of you are just joining me. This is Amayoko Market. I'm going to take you back to the takoyaki stand where we can throw this away, and I'll take you just a little bit around Amayoko. I don't want, because I come here too much, at least once a month, to check out what's new here. So let's do this here. Wow, this is basically just, I mean, it's all, I don't think this is paper. So it's really natural forming. So I guess it makes a lot of sense to use bamboo, which you could just burn. So it's kind of eco-friendly, I guess. Global friendly eating at this shop. And cheaper, probably. Biodegradable. There you go, Lee Richards. 2 points. Yeah. Hello, hi 821. Toby is always watching. It is a gang. What are the coppers doing? How'd they find us? Do you guys know what a Tomy car is? It's like the Hot Wheels cars of Japan. Tomy car or Tomika. They have these Japanese vehicles, which I've been sending in the daimyo packages. The packages that are going out have a Tomy car of a Japanese kindergarten bus, which is so cute. So that you'll be getting one more for your collection. But I sent in the police cars, the police Tomy cars, a couple of last year, I believe. So you got a pretty interesting Japanese vehicle collection going on here if you're a daimyo supporter. And I think I opened up the tier again for anyone who wants to join. I think I did. That's right. What do you call a group of crows? I don't need to tell you the answer. Just think of the worst word and apply that. In fact, it's a synonym maybe of Peter's podcast, which I can plug. Good friend of mine. Yeah, Tuotaku, one of our daimyo supporters. Yeah, you got that right. I bet you the collection's pretty large right now. Oh, and definitely let me which trains you haven't received yet for the mini Lego Shinkansen train, and I'll put that in there. Anything that's left over, just DM me on Patreon. I want you and Amber to get the best. Peter's been doing okay. We just had a live stream with him a couple of days ago. Him and his wife came out to visit Kanai, Leo, and I on our day out at the festival. If you haven't seen that live stream, go check it out because it is the largest, most amazing, gigantic street food festival in Tokyo, which is probably in Japan. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of shops, street food stands, a lot of them serving the same thing with just very subtle differences with each stand to make them kind of attractive. And a lot of the same stands come back the next year, which makes it really interesting. You could actually get to know the stand owners, which I have over the last 5 years of being there. And I'm putting together some of the shots that I took day before yesterday into a main channel episode, which I hope to release in January about street food. All right, here's the takoyaki stand. I'm gonna toss this here. They do have a big garbage can. In fact, Tuotaku, perhaps you can help me navigate this. Oh, there she is. I think they're gonna put, yeah, there we go. That's all the takoyaki is. It's just batter and an octopus thrown in there, and there's some crispies that you'll put in there too. It depends on the chef. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. All right, check out some of the options here. This would be interesting. You can make your own little food hamburgers here. That's kind of... sushi might be interesting. Daijoubu. I think that's... When you have to work for your food, though, I'm not sure that that's as much fun. You have to work for your snacks. Oh, the pistachio has been in everything. You can see these are pistachio cookies. And they have these the new Kit Kat boxes are out. Some of them are the same, but they have a new citrus one, which I thought about getting. This shop is great. If you go up to the second floor, they have more like unique candies and stuff that you can buy in boxes, which I ended up buying a bunch of them for the supporters. So it's nice to shop here instead of other places. And there's the Kit Kats over there on the side here. So usually I'll try to find unique flavor. I actually don't think that they have anything unique now, except for maybe there's pistachio, the one with the squirrel. And then there's a maron, which is chestnut flavored. They have a chestnut flavored Kit Kat right down there. Oh, where is it? Right down there, I think. So there's anything new. I'm not sure if I'll get the Kit Kats. But these Koala March with the butter flavor look really good. I might have to get one of those. It's the same shop on the other side here. And between the two candy shops, because they've been here for so long, they're located right next to the shrine here. Which is a great place to relax because it's so weird when you go up there because it doesn't feel like you're in a crowded section of the city at all. You can see lining the area here. They have these I might get one of those Christmas bags here. And if I can get a bunch of them for Patreon supporters, that'd be kind of neat to put in the bag. And they have these boots here. That might be fun too to put in the daimyo packages. Look at this Anpanman boot. Kids like these boots. I guess I gotta get one for a Leo. There's a Doraemon boot. That's kind of big. I don't know if that'll fit. Yeah, they don't have stockings. I guess this is a tradition that's from Germany. I honestly don't know, but these boots, they kind of remind me of stockings, but they're not stockings, so I'm not sure. I just know that you only see these at Christmas time, and it's not something we have in the U.S. And Christmas is very much not a Japanese holiday because it's, Christmas. Sometimes we forget what the holiday is for, where it comes from. But in Japan, not so much. One of the great things about Amayoko Market, on the side streets, you're gonna get all of these, I guess, like discount sporting goods stuff, especially activewear. A lot of them might be not 100% real, which would be, if it's not 100% real, it's 100% fake. So I'm not sure if that's the case, though. I think maybe it's just stuff that has been past its selling point, right? You're like last year's stuff or 2 years ago's stuff that's on clearance. So Leo writes in here, is the oyster and sake store still there? So there are some, they've probably changed different areas. There's a oyster and sake, there are other oyster and sake stores there, but I think the one that I once featured is no longer there. And there's another one across the park, and it might be whiskey and oysters now. It's always changing. It really is always changing here. All right, we're gonna go down the street and then take just one last look of Amayoko Market. I just love coming here, though. It's always something new and unique, and if you are here, you see the Yamanote line passing by up there, you definitely got to get that takoyaki. Even if I get it on the go, I'll just put one in my bag and then eat it when I get home, because it takes like 15 minutes to cool down. It's usually pretty warm when I get home. These things are like thermal nuclear takoyaki. How many times have I burned my mouth on them? Too many. If you do get off of Amayoko Market, I guess I could just take you around a little bit. Whoa, what's that? What the heck is going on there? That's pretty interesting costume. So if you go over here to the end of the street, you're gonna see the Amayoko, the entrance to Ueno. What's happening there? The amount of, I'm really curious to figure out what's happening there.
I watch your vlog.
Oh, hi.
We came here, I always watch your vlog.
Oh, thank you.
So we know what to do when coming in.
Okay, so that's how you knew about this place?
I
no.
watch your Asakusa vlog.
Oh, great.
You say it's one of the better places to stay.
Yeah.
Compared to Shinjuku and Shibuya.
I think so. It's more vibrant and...
But we stay here in Ueno area.
Oh, here. Oh, yeah. I love this area. I'm here all the time.
It's nice to meet you.
That's nice to meet you. Here, I'll give you a You Found Me card. How cool is that? There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll give you one too here.
Okay.
There you go. You found me too. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, see you guys. That's nice. I never know if I should put on my mask or not if people come and approach me, because I think it would be, and I don't want to be rude. But putting on your mask when somebody approaches, I feel like it's rude. I'm still kind of unsure on the whole protocol of that. I don't think anybody really knows. All right, so I'm here on the main street. I just want to show you, just give you an idea. This is Ueno. There's Ueno Station just over here. I don't know, about a couple of 100 meters. And Ueno Zoo is in Ueno Park, which is where that green area that you see here. It's a really urban area. But as those two gentlemen said, that I think this is probably a better option to stay in than in Shinjuku. I mean, this place it's not just because it's cheaper, it's just friendlier and more down to earth. I think there's less crime here. You might see my father-in-law walking around the streets because he's lives in this area. Another reason why we might be here a little bit more often. And Amayoko Market it's indisputably way better than anything that you would find in Shinjuku as a market. You could do shopping here, you can eat dinner here, you could eat lunch here, you could sit out on the street and eat and drink with locals on the corner. I mean, it's way better than Shinjuku, I think. And Shinjuku's got a lot of business people. I think it's way dirtier. Look at the streets here. It's relatively clean. I wouldn't eat off of them. Nobody would, but I gotta change the cards. You found Leo's dad card. But if you're thinking of places to stay in Tokyo, yeah, Shinjuku is not high on my list unless you're staying in a luxury hotel. It's just not. Akihabara is, I think, if you want to be near Akihabara, this is so much better. Akihabara does shut down, and because of the changes that happened at Akihabara over the last couple of years, I do think that it's not, this area is way more vibrant. This is the street that is adjacent to the main Amayoko street. There's kind of two that run parallel. There are some shops on this street that are of note, but more or less, Amayoko Market I would consider this to be part of Amayoko Market, but Amayoko Market straddles the Yamanote line, the tracks above it, the Keihin Tohoku line, and the Yamanote line, and I think the couple other express trains go through here too, right? Wow, it's really, when you look at the ground in the area, this being an older place, it is really clean, I think Amayoko is. Don't you think? I really think that this is it's amazing how clean they keep this. They announced a list of the 15 cleanest cities in the world, and I was surprised only Sapporo was on that list. That just doesn't make sense to me, because I don't know. I know that Stockholm is really clean, but look, I mean, Tokyo is just so freaking clean for a major city. Maybe that's its problem. It's a major city. Cleanliness might have also something to do with the homeless population, a very tragic issue that we do have in Tokyo as well. It's hard to keep it clean when people are living on the streets, and you have to really help them out somehow. Yeah, it's a very complicated situation. I think in Japan, a lot of it might have to do with mental health, but also people can just be expelled from families and lose their fortune, or lose it gambling, or, you know, there's lots of reasons why people end up on the street or just give up. It might be a little bit different, the situations in the US than what happens here in Japan. But yeah, if you're gonna compare the public restrooms, I think Japan wins hands down anywhere in the world. So maybe we should make a list, our own list of the cleanest cities by public restrooms. I'm not going to put my name to that list, though. I refuse to put my name on the list of the cleanest restrooms in the world by me. No, I'll leave that up to other publications. It's crazy. That's interesting. Look here, this is a manju company, and they make their manju right there in the factory. Look at that, he's got the machines for it, and he's pumping out the boxes of it. That's the kind of stuff that I hope we never really lose here. Again, I was here just a month ago. There's some ethnic restaurants here. Most of them are business owners that bought property. They bought over the aging businesses of Japanese family businesses, and they brought in more street food. So Amayoko has become more of a street food market, less of a food by stick and more of a food by sitting down and eating, which is more of a culture outside of Japan. Oh my gosh, somebody opened up a durian. Oh my gosh, it smells like a durian. I'm not saying it's bad or good, I'm just saying it smells like a durian. You make that call. Whoa, and then you can get these really, well, look at that rabbit. Oh my gosh, that rabbit is so badass. Whoa. Wow. Wow, this shop is offering free PCR tests. That's very interesting. Wow, I saw that dude try to get that guy to go buy some shoes. That was pretty dodgy. That kind of activity has really been cut down in Japan, where touts on the street will approach you. It's a lot less than it used to be back in 2019. There's been some really major changes in Japan, in particular Tokyo, over the last 5 years. A lot of it having to do with Japan thinking about tourism and then resetting some of the things that they got wrong and making it right. Roppongi, I think, is a lot cleaner and safer, especially for tourists, because it was an awful. I mean, it was a pit, but it was a fun pit. But now it's a cleaner pit. it's like they've cleaned it out. I guess you start from scratch again. But now they have mechanisms to keep it clean, and that's kind of a good thing. All right, so we're gonna end this live stream back at the takoyaki shop. Kind of burning off those 6 I ate. It was incredible. Again, if anybody is coming to Amayoko Market, the one thing that you cannot pass up is a pack of takoyaki. Don't overeat. They do sell them in 4. Oh, this is the katsuobushi shop. One of our Patreon supporters that was asking me about this. This is the old katsuobushi shop that's been in business. They just renewed the sign so it looks different. But they've been doing katsuobushi for 150 years or so, which is petrified bonito fish. You can see it right here. Check it out. That's katsuobushi. That's the flakes that was on my takoyaki. And it's the hardest food in the world. Right there. Looks like a banana. It's petrified fish is what it is. And they shave that, make the fish flakes, and that's what dances on the top of takoyaki and okonomiyaki, the petrified fish. And it looks like that, what I just showed you, like a big hard banana. But that used to be a fish, which is pretty cool. So you can buy the flakes. I wouldn't recommend you trying to grate it yourself, but you can buy the flakes there too. And I think they have a lot more flavor than the cheaper ones that you'll buy. All right, here we are back to the lady who is working very hard making takoyaki for hungry people for over a decade. The prices are listed right above. It's easy to understand. 4 for 200, 6 for 300, 8 for 400, and everybody seems to take a bag home with them. It's like everybody wants some takoyaki. I might take some home for Kanai. I think I will. Kanai, are you watching? I saw your dad. I saw your dad. That was awesome. Now I gotta come home. Yeah, Lisa, I'm wrapping up now. Thanks for explaining. Andy's taxes, where were you? We're waiting for you. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I'm glad that you could join me. I am continuously trying to find ways to improve it. I just reached out to another YouTuber that started live streaming as well, and we're looking at other ways to make this happen. And I've actually gotten in touch with YouTube as well to see what else I can do. Maybe there's some things that YouTube doesn't know about, but I do know that they have some sort of agreement with the old format. So we'll see. But I'm on this. Okay, I'm on this. See everybody. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you another live stream tomorrow or tonight. I didn't do the Q&A for visitors coming, so maybe I'll do that and I'll put it up. So just look for it. See you guys.